I'm Rod Wilt. I'm a proud, very, very proud graduate of Teal College, 1986. I grew up on campus. My mom taught nearly 40 years in Greenville Hall, right over there. I'm one of those kids that came to Teal swearing that they grew up in Greenville and they would never come to Teal. And I met my wife here, and 39 years later, we're still together and still loving Teal. So it's great. I just wanted to offer some very brief remarks on behalf of my fellow trustees. We just finished up a very productive Board of Trustees meeting, and we did the most important work that we can do as trustees. We voted to confer degrees to our graduates tomorrow, both our undergrads and our graduate students. So we're very proud of that, and we're very proud of those students. I do want to recognize my fellow trustees who are able to stick around. If you could just give the folks a little bit of a wave, letting them standing back there. Really appreciate you all and your efforts. We also have a number of our donors with us today, and it's hard to believe that just one short year ago we were all together here breaking ground on this beautiful facility. And Amy Arbogast, one of our vice presidents for finance, and others, but when they do a slideshow, they always throw a few slides in to show what the building used to look like. And it's amazing when you see it that this building could ever look like that, because it's just so amazing. And I can't thank you, Dan, enough for your lead gift to this project. It's put a whole new front door on campus, and it's given a new life to an old building. But the biggest vote of confidence you can have is that Susan tells the story that as they were unpacking the new furniture behind us, the students were sitting in it faster than they could put the furniture down. And to the Longotti family, Sam, I know he couldn't be here, but please give a little wave to the Longotti family. I know there's a number of you here. We thank you very much. And then, Dan, I know a number of your family members, some I recognize from last year, the groundbreaking. Could you wave as well? And thank you very, very much. And Dan, I'm really beyond words other than to say I'm so thrilled that your name, not other family members whose names are on other buildings, but that your name is on this building that we're standing in front of and sitting in front of. You have meant so much to this college and this community, and your actions speak much louder than your very few words that you give when you're asked to speak. I understand today you just want to enjoy the moment and not offer remarks. So I just want to tell you, as a lifelong member of this community and someone that's been on this campus for nearly all of their 60 years on earth, that it's people like you that make this place special. And you are special. And it's our honor today to honor you and to honor the memory of your wife, Dottie, and the fact that the Spence name will be forever linked to this campus makes me feel good, and I hope it makes you and your family feel good as well. I just could not be more prouder to call you, or more proud to call you a friend, not only of the college, but of Greenville, but of the Wilt family as well. It's now my pleasure to introduce to you our Vice President for Academic Affairs and the Dean of the College, Dr. Sheila Nowinski, to offer a few remarks. Sheila. Sheila's not new to Teal, but she's new to her role, and she's doing a fantastic job. So,
thank you, Rod. I appreciate it. And thanks everyone for being here today as we mark this really special gift to Teal College. I want to begin. Can you all hear me? I want to begin by sharing my gratitude to Dan Spence and his family, the Longotti family, and the Marianne G. Rush Foundation, which has been a longtime supporter of science education at the college. I also want to recognize everyone who worked so hard to make these renovations, this project happen, especially Roberta Leonard and her team, Amy Arbogast, Kim Braden and their team, and as well as my predecessor, Greg Butcher, and so many others who really shepherded this project from imagination to renderings to reality. Tomorrow is commencement, and we are celebrating our seniors and graduate students and everything that they have accomplished here at Teal. And over the last few weeks, I've had the opportunity to hear from our seniors as they've shared their memories and their time at Teal. And what struck me was how so much of their learning and their growth was fueled by their friendships with classmates and the mentoring with faculty and staff that they got here at Teal. The way students spoke about the importance of learning from one another really struck me as something that's really special about Teal College. A week from tomorrow, we will welcome the students in the new freshman class at our first summer orientation session. And we'll welcome them right here behind me in Lonjati Commons and Bly Hall. And when I do, I'm going to address the incoming students. I'm going to share with those students and their families what it means to be a Teal student. Teal is an intentionally designed as an in-person, community-centered college. We live and learn this way because we know it supports student growth and achievement. Within our academic programs and our curricula and our syllabi and lesson plans are really the people and the relationships that make learning happen. And with the Daniel and Dorothy Spence Center, we have a space that facilitates those learning moments. It reflects our values as a learning community. These are collaborative and accessible spaces that will make it easier for faculty, students, and staff to mingle and interact, both in formal ways in the classrooms, but also in really serendipitous ways. And I'm so looking forward to and exciting to see how this all unfolds for us in the coming months and years. I'm really thrilled for our community to have this gift. So thank you again. Now it's my pleasure to invite to the podium Ed Barco.
Thanks, Sheila, for not saying that I was Catherine Mott. That'd be very confusing. Before I start, I'm a graduate of Teal 1972, and there's a great chart that students made of the family tree of the Spence family, but I didn't realize that the other side was the Harder family. And my first room here was in Harder Hall. So I was really interested to see that family tree, and I hope you all go look at it because it's fantastic. Thank you so much for being here today. It's not every day we get to come together to celebrate renovated space on campus, and not just any space, but one that will have lasting impression and impact on generations of Teal students to come. This is the heart of the campus. This is where everyone learns. Today we officially celebrate the work that's being done on the Daniel and Dorothy Spence Academic Center. As a member of the Board of Trustees and Vice Chair of the Advancement Committee, I also believe that this celebration is grounded in philanthropy that made these investments possible. Philanthropy like this is powerful. It changes lives in ways we can't always see in the moment. But maybe it's a first-year student who finds their calling in one of these classrooms. Maybe it's a lifelong friendship formed in this hallway. Maybe it's a long-time group of people who worked on a project together. Who knows? Or maybe it was a student who was their first in their family to go to college, and this place makes them feel like they belong. And I was first generation college graduate also. On behalf of everyone at Teal, our students, faculty, staff, alumni, and the wider community, I want to offer a heartfelt thank you to Dorothy and Daniel Spence. And so today we celebrate this beautiful new space, but more importantly, we celebrate the spirit of giving, community, and possibility that it represents. Here's to the countless stories, ideas, and fixtures and futures that will shape within these walls. So thank you and welcome to the next chapter of Teal College. It's now my pleasure to ask Susan Traverso, President of the college, to give some remarks. Thank you.
It's a great day to be a Tomcat and to celebrate this fantastic building. It is my privilege to welcome you all to this very special occasion, the dedication of the Daniel and Dorothy Spence Academic Center. I'm so thrilled, Dan, to have you here with your family. You've walked with us, you've stayed a good friend of the college with us, and Dottie's memory lives on in this building, which is very meaningful to me personally. Today we gather to celebrate the opening of a beautiful new and renovated space for learning and discovery, and the renovations will continue next year and the year after. But today we mark this first phase, a renovated space for learning and discovery, but also a day to honor two extraordinary individuals whose lives and legacy has left an indelible mark on not only this institution, but the Greenville community and the countless students who now will have futures shaped by your generosity and your love for Dorothy. Though Dottie is not with us, she's passed, I know her legacy lives on, Dan, in this building, and your memories of her and our memories of her also live on in this building and will live on forever. Daniel and Dorothy Spence, at their core, are people who understand the profound impact of a nurturing, intellectually vibrant environment, and they understand that that type of environment can have a real impact on a young person's life. They believe that education is more than an accumulation of knowledge. As Ed Barco said, it's a spark of friendship, of colleagueship, of conversation between classmates. It ignites curiosity, it builds character, and equips individuals to better serve their communities and the world beyond. Daniel and Dorothy Spence's commitment to Thiel College, though, was not just and is not just about bricks and mortar. It's about opportunities for the college to create engaging places where ideas are born, but also opportunities for students, whether their grandparents and parents went to college or they're the very first in their generation to step on a college campus, and everything in between. Opportunity, that's what Thiel has always been, and that is, and this welcoming door is symbolic of that commitment at Thiel to opportunity. Daniel and Dorothy Spence Center embodies those ideas. Within its classrooms, study areas, and collaborative spaces, students and faculty alike will engage in the kind of meaningful work that defines Thiel's mission. Here, future educators, scientists, writers, entrepreneurs, and leaders will hone their craft, develop their talents, and forge lifelong connections. We must also thank all of the donors that shared in this vision, each invested in the future of Thiel College and the promise of what is possible. Let this building, I say, let this building stand as a testament for what can be achieved when generous hearts meet visionary minds. Let it remind us all, students, faculty, alumni, friends, board members who are here today, let this day remind us that we too carry that responsibility for the future, to link generous hearts with visionary minds in the interest of students. And so on behalf of the entire Thiel College community, I extend our deepest gratitude for all of those who have made this center possible. May it serve generations of students. May it always be a place where knowledge flourishes and dreams are nurtured. Thank you for all being here today on this remarkable moment. And now I ask Reverend Audrey Franley to offer a prayer of dedication. Audra.
Good afternoon. I invite you to join me in a word of prayer. God of renewal and restoration, we gather here today with gratitude and excitement for this enriched space. We give thanks to all the individuals and organizations who contributed their time, talent, and resources to make this dream a reality. We are grateful especially for the Spence family and their generosity, their enduring legacy committed to fostering learning and growth. We pray that this renewed space will be a place of discovery, curiosity, and community, a place for academic ventures, for deep listening and deep questioning, for lively conversations and friendly hellos. May it bring blessings to all who enter its doors, all students, faculty, and staff, Academics, accountants, scientists, librarians, mathematicians, educators, all who will clean and care for this place, may everyone feel welcome here. Today we ask you, Holy God, to bless this space and this community, that we may continue to be a reflection of your communal love and abundant generosity. Amen.
It is now my pleasure to welcome forward those that will be cutting the ribbon. Could I ask Mark Hudson to step forward and retrieve a pair of scissors off the platform? Joining him will be Representative Park Wentling, Mary Battles from our Environmental Services Department, Danny Lanjotti representing the Lanjotti family. I'm going to let people catch up. Dr. Eugene Torgio, from Chair of the Faculty, Rod Wilt, Chair of the Board of Trustees, Daniel Spence, our lead donor, Susan Traverso, President of the college, it doesn't matter, just join. Lexi Brown, member of the Student Government Association, Dr. Sheila Nowinski, Dean of Academic Affairs, Emily Zagance, representing Senator Michelle Wilt, Charlotte Montazzi from our Environmental Services Department, and Ed Barco, member of the Board of Trustees and Vice Chair of the Advancement. We're just going to fit people in. It looks good in the pictures if you're close to one another. Then I'm going to count, and on my when I get to 3, we're all going to cut together and do a wonderful photo. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Go Tomcats. It is now my pleasure to welcome you in to the Daniel and Dorothy Spence Academic Center and the Navarro Lanjotti Commons for our reception. So please join us inside.